This is the History of Portugal podcast, an Eat to My Own Beat podcast. New episodes every Friday. Check us out on our Facebook page, the History of Portugal podcast, on YouTube, as well as my website, www.eattomyownbeat.com. Welcome back to the History of Portugal, episode 122. Founding of the County Portugal in 868. During the reign of Alfonso III of Asturias, the 157 years of invasion of the Iberian Peninsula by the Muslims, the nobleman Vimar Peres seized Porto and its territory, then called Portugal, or Portugal. At the time when the head of the royal guard of Imar of Cordoba had revolted, Vimara Peres was granted broad privileges, and the territory began to be settled by families belonging to the high nobility, few in number, and related to royalty. The capture and occupation of the territory continued, and in 870 Braga was settled, and its territory was organized under the personal guidance of the Vimera Press. In the same year, São Miguel do Perioso was taken over by Lucidio Venemaras, son of Vimara Press. Still, in 870, São Tomé de Negroles was occupied by Flormerico and his wife Gundilla, as well as Schlemendo and his wife Osturgindia. Count Ordorio seized Chaves in 872, and from this city the process of recapture and resettlement and the mountainous Trios os Montes began, first and in around the fertile islands of the Chaves Valley. Founding of the County of Coimbra, 878. The city of Coimbra was seized by Count Hermenegildo Gutierrez in 878. Other locations south of Douro were taken and resettled by the order of Alfonso III of Asturias, such as Viseu, Lamego, and Engia, where the chapel of Nocia Senhora de Silvidade now stands specifically. Lordosa, the current parish, Rans, was seized in 882 by Missoura and Zamora, two Mozarabs, most likely coming from the south. The Christian border progressed nearly 200 kilometers south along the coast, passing from Douro River to the Mondego Valley by inland border that ran across the Estrela mountain range on the northern slope, but probably did not exceed the Quao River to the east. Thank you for listening to the History of Portugal podcast, a Eat to My Own Beat podcast. New episodes every Friday. Get more information on the History of Portugal podcast on Facebook, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. Check out www.eattomyownbeat.com for more information on our travels.